I guess it would help if I wasn't on mute. Alright, so I'll give it a while, see if anyone does show up. And while we wait, I will get my chat fixed up. Alright, well, I'm on here because I can't sleep. So I figured I'd come out. I'm a little talk. Maybe someone come in, have some company. I don't know if any of you know what a fisher is. Hey, how's it going? Downey, so good to see you. It's been a while. Um, I don't know if y'all know my health got really bad and I had to go in and have emergency surgery for dialysis. So they put a fissure in me. Now, the idea is that this fissure goes from your jugular vein and um, heart, and it's put there for a temporary 4 months maybe. And then you're supposed to remove it and decide what you want to do. Um, well, you can have it put in your arm and go into a dialysis center unless you get a transplant, or you can have it put in your stomach and you can do it on your own at home. Neither one, you got to decide what to do. They're different, because they're different methods. There's two different ones at home, and there's one you go in. Well, before they can put it in your arm, if you decide to go for dialysis, you have to get your blood veins mapped because it gets connected to your heart. So they weren't able to get all that scheduling done due to my health and the fact that I've been raced in and out of the emergency room. They finally get this thing, and it's been 8 months. So the fissure finally gave way. Those things can kill you if they get infected. So it looks like I'm going back into the ER on Monday to have it reset in my heart. So anyway, which means no dialysis over the weekend, which means um I'm sick. I don't know what to tell you guys. It was brutal what happened to me. I am so close, by the way, just to let you know it. I am very grateful to say I'm walking again. With the aid of a walker, I have got up on my feet. Now there is a problem with my foot again. They're examining it right now. I may have to have it amputated, but we'll see how that goes. However, other than that, my health is at least stabilizing to where I can start doing things again. Maybe definitely going to be going out with KY and them to do things with B for Vets, which is my other channel. But um, yeah, that's definitely the goal is to be able to go out and do my thing with my friends again, which I haven't been able to do in so long. But now that they got it stabilized and I'm not being raced into the emergency room every other day, um, now all I got to do is Monday I go in for the repair on the fissure, which I'm hoping, like I said, that you know it will get me back to normal. Now there are a few people who have going up for my um kidney transplant who have have offered to see if they can do it. One was my sister, and the other is a close friend who's a universal blood type. So there's a good chance I may have a donor. If not, it's I'm keeping positive. The infection's destroyed a lot of my systems, but it is what it is. The kidneys being the worst, the renal failure is by far the worst of all the stuff that's happening to me right now. The other stuff is being worked on. Oh shoot! I can basically say I'm blessed in that manner that I'm still alive. I wasn't even aware that how bad I was until I started going in the hospital. I'm sorry, guys. I knocked something over. I have to pick up. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm trying to do right now is hang in there, and then hopefully. All right, I'm sorry about that, guys. My internet is a little bit acting up. Wow, I just keep dropping. This is ridiculous. Dang, I had it on there and then the channel goes. So sorry about that, guys. The signal went for a second there. Like I said, it's just a bad reception in the area, but I'm gonna keep getting back on if I can. I have nothing, like I said. Problem I'm having right now is I have an anxiety disorder from when I first had my breathing incident when I was drowning. Um, so I get anxiety attacks whenever I start getting sick because that's an indication that I'm not going to be able to breathe. And so anyway, so what I'm doing right now is just like I said, I'm coming on, I'm just trying to maybe talk to some people, see, get some advice, maybe some prayers, so that this goes smoothly. I'm just hoping that they can put the new fisher in that will work out. I won't have to worry about that until. But what I'd like for them to do is just go ahead and put it in my arm rather than put it back in my jugular. See, this is what I just don't understand. If it wouldn't it be simpler for them to do the heart stress test while I'm in the emergency room in case there was a problem anyway? I mean, I understand you go pulmonologist, but there's one there. I mean, there's a cardiac guy there as well. I mean, they have the everything they need to do it. So anyway, so like Downey, I appreciate you coming in. Ben, it was nice of you to drop by. I don't know anyone else is in here. Maybe people are just going to leave or come. I don't know. I'm just going to keep the show running for a while. Just because it gives me something to do rather than I don't know. There's not much, Like I said, I really would like to do a show. I'm an advocate for helping patients. So, I mean, if you guys have anybody going through the California 801, good to see you, brother. If any of you are in California and you have family members who are going through the medical system or you need help with Medicare, Medi-Cal, Molina, HealthNet, Windvisor, or anything like this shit. Transportation companies, air companies. You let me know, because see, the thing is, I have spent the better part of now what has been 3 years, 4 years on my back dealing with these idiots. And when I do say idiots, I do mean idiots. They're overwhelmed, overbooked, overworked, and and underpaid, so they don't give a shit about anything you have or what you do. If you don't keep a solid nature or the head on your shoulders, you're going to fall down. It takes months to get anything done, anything, because in California we are overwhelmed with a lot of people here, a lot of people, and we are offering free health care to anyone coming across into the United States. So they're flooding California's medical system. So it's to get anything, you need to know the ropes. You need to know what to do, and you have to understand that these people are really are becoming experts with the cross your T and dot your I's. If you fuck up one little thing, it sets back your approval. I can give you an example of just going for oxygen. See, it used to be you go to your doctor and he says, okay, fuck, you have a COPD, you have congestive heart failure, or you have whatever, and poof, you know. Oops, I don't think anyone's here anymore. I think I'm talking with myself. um, but you get congestive heart failure, um, and they automatically prescribe air or oxygen, CO2 canisters. Well, unfortunately now, see, because of the way things are going with the COVID and with the stay-at-home crap, the air companies they don't want to give up their canisters, and this starts a little game they like to play, which is in order for you to get like an Indigen or a home portable concentrator, which is something you can carry around that's lightweight and doesn't weigh a lot, you have to you have to go through an amazing amount of hurdles, and along with that, you have to require it for the air tank technology, because when you have air tanks, you can get the big ones and you can get the small ones. The small ones that are not as won't last as long as the big ones, so they had to make them pulse. And what pulses means every time you breathe in, the air will come out of the tank. Whereas in a constant airflow one, unlike the big ones, it just runs constant. You breathe when you need to. Well, they don't want to give that shit up because of the storage fees, the delivery fees, the recharge fees, the blow me fees, all this shit. They make money out the ass. And when the company themselves, like the company I'm going to, owns them, they definitely don't want to give them up to a home concentrator, which is just a simple device with a battery on it. So they don't ever have to recharge shit. There's nothing to recharge. It's a fucking battery. It's they don't have to add air because the air is automatically made by the portable thing. But that makes them no money, no fucking money. So they're going to put you through all these hoops. So if you have anyone in California or any family members like that need to go through that or who are part of Alzheimer's, I'm the guy to talk to. I had nothing to fucking do. I don't have any fucking thing to do right now, but other than do that. It's like with this whole Fisher nonsense. See, now that I know what's required to get this taken care of, I could have done it. But see, they just don't come out and help you. It's look, a lot of people told me, well, you're on Medicare and Medi-Cal, so you should be, you're getting it for free. So whatever, it's not really for free. It's not. It's not because it's your taxpayers' money. One, and one, I don't milk the system. So I'm actually one of those assholes that require the bill to be sent to me. Literally, the bill. I monitor everything they charge on my behalf that gets paid by Medi-Cal. It's because it's a scam industry. It's an entire scam industry. I'll give you an idea how the scam works. Molina is an overcarrier, and they go through something like an advantage. So they handle Medi-Cal yes, Medi-Cal. So Molina handles Medi-Cal because Medi-Cal is a secondary insurance, and Molina is an advantage program that can go with that. That gives you those extra little coverage programs you have that you need for whatever. Now, see, the thing about that is They get paid contract monies for that shit, you know. And how that works is like, okay, certain different insurances pay certain different amounts. This insurance company, Molina, tells HealthNet or tells Kaiser, okay, we'll go ahead and pay. This is the bill, but we're only going to pay 80%. And no, we're actually only going to pay this. And they work out these deals amongst the hospitals and stuff, and that's the way this shit works because of the massive amount of money. So what they'll do is they'll bill you and decline certain insurances so that it goes through, and then companies like Molina and them can pick it up and use it as a write-off, a massive write-off on your behalf, and it turns up as your debt. But see, if you know what you're doing, if you realize the fact that if you do have Medi and you do have Molina and you do have the Advantage program, there is nothing they can bill you that's not covered under any one of these programs. Which is why I bring it up, because even though you constantly have to deal with the fact that these people are trying to sub bill you, send the bill out to you. This helps to avoid that contract they had signed that gives them the 80%, or whatever it is they worked out. All right. Well, like I said, I'm babbling. I don't know if somebody might go back and listen to this later. I'm just going to stay on. Hopefully, people will come in. But I picked this time usually on purpose at 4 o'clock in the morning because most people aren't up. And like I said, I came on here just to do something, not really maybe run into some night people, see how nights are. I was thinking of doing a morning show, again, start doing another morning show. My roommate leaves for work at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I could do my morning with Bud show. It's getting damn close to grow season, people. Along with growth, so I'll be starting a garden. That's going to be part of my therapy is to be able to get out of the house because one thing I am that I found out throughout the 4 years of being indoors and in hospitals and in nursing centers was you don't go outside. I mean, it's weird, but I'm outside. I don't get in traffic much. I don't get anything. So recently, going out and it's just like an awakening. But you adapt a condition from being inside for too long, and this condition is pretty brutal. I think they should name it though vampirism because see the thing is you when you go outside you actually get sick. You don't melt, but you throw up and you pass out. And that happened to me twice, so that they had to start taking me out for 5 minutes at a time to start adapting again to natural lighting in the sun because I was in ambient lighting for a year or two. I never went out. I never went outside. There was no need to go outside. And I was in a nursing facility, and there was no window where I was, so there was no I didn't get to see outside. My view was curtains and hospital rooms and the same walls over and over for months and months and months and months, and However, so now I basically I'm going out and I just go out. I don't really give a shit. I walk now. I just go the fuck out. And the owner of this place has an insanely nice pool and jacuzzi out there with a trellis with plants and shit. And you can just sit underneath it out of the sun and stuff, or you can sit around the pool in their chairs and shit and fucking. It's really kick back. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And also fucking get out of the house and the stupid ass fucking ambient lighting, which is ridiculous, and then which brings to the point where my doctors found out that I'm deficient. I don't have enough vitamin D, not even close. So I'm going to start going outside and doing reading out there to try to soak in some of the sun and get vitamin D. Kind of weird, eh? All you just have to do is sit outside and you get your vitamin D. Anyway, so like I said, I came on here. I don't even know how long I've been on here. But The signal got bad and cut me off a few times, so I don't know if people that were here are still here. And now it looks like my notification system isn't working, so I don't know if anyone's actually in the room or not. I can't. There's no way for me to tell at this point. Not with the way my whatever it's done, and the only thing I can think of is I would log off and log back on, but then I'd lose the show, wouldn't I? Or just like if I dropped. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Um. Yep. So the bud grower channel. We're gonna do some other shows with a little more content right now. Honestly, it's been a lot harder than I thought to actually be able to sit down and just get the show running. I mean, I realize it's not that much. Just turn it on, sit here, and talk into a microphone. But my health is that was at dwindling. I couldn't do much of anything. So, totally to be honest, I forgot how to do a lot of that shit, man. I was sitting there, I was sitting there. Well, I gotta, I lost all my uploaded pictures, my stuff, everything was removed. So it's been a while. Like I said, we the last time I went out and did a feeding for V for Vets was when this my health fell apart. Then I'm finally able to walk a little now. I'm not gonna, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be fun doing this because the last thing holding me up is the air tanks, and I'm working on getting my portable ones because I can't go around with the tanks I got. It's impossible to because I cannot walk without the aid of a walker, and I need, it's like right now the foot's still the way it is. So working on all that, but I'm getting better. It's a hell of an improvement from not being able to walk at all. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I'm very happy with my progress. I have made contacts that I need to make to be able to go out and do the feedings. Now it's just being able to stand up long enough because I right now, I'll be honest with you, I can walk from about 300 feet, and but then I have to sit and rest. So you'll be seeing that soon, though. It's going to be a short one. See, this is the thing. I won't be able to do any elongated stuff, but I'll be able to do short shows, short feedings, and go out and maybe do some interviews. That's the hope is for me to interview some of these vets that we found out here in Riverside, but we'll see how that goes. As for the Bud channel, I am going to be starting a garden soon. And I'm going to document that because that's going to be part of my therapy. Um, right now, like I said, I'm just dealing with the anxiety of this fistula breaking. I we were on the process of getting it replaced when it broke, when it failed, and unfortunately for me, this is a I'm not at a position in my health right now where I can afford to miss dialysis, like sleep a day because I have what right now is basically equivalent to complete renal failure. There is no way for my body to process any of the liquids or any of the chemicals or whatever, the toxins out of my body. There is no way to do it. They stay in my body, and unfortunately, it works its way to my lungs and fills your lungs up with water, and you drown. That's the way this game goes. So, like I said, so it's back into the emergency room because it's not like just a regular one because it's this is the emergency fistula. It was the one that see when you first go in. If usually what ends up happening is you have renal failure. You get raced into the hospital because it's filling your lungs up. They don't have time. They don't have time to do anything. They don't have time to map you out, stress test you, or do any of that shit to be able to put the one in your arm. And plus that you have made the legal decision yet. So what they do is they connect it into your jugular vein and then go into your heart. Now this the problem with this is the heart is a regenerative muscle in that area in there, so it will graft itself to whatever device is hooked to the heart. So they only give you like 4 or 5 months with this device in your neck in order for you to fix this fucking shit. Because if not, then they'll have to do open heart surgery to remove the fucking thing from your heart and put it in your arm. Well, mine didn't graft onto my heart. No, mine just simply clogged up and froze. they can't clean it. They cannot get it to clean out. Therefore, they cannot do the dialysis treatment. Therefore, I have to go in and have an operation. This will involve again them pulling this fucking thing out of my heart, out of my jugular, and re-putting them back in, which means they will be giving me fentanyl again. This is why I'm asking for prayers, guys. Yeah, okay. So like I said, it's the my internet connection is really shitty. But like I was saying, the thing is now they have to go in and they have to remove this thing from my heart and my jugular vein, and they got to inject me with fentanyl, which I'm really just I have complained about that. I don't like fentanyl. I don't like anything like that. But so they have no choice because when you're dealing with your jugular and your heart, they if you move 1 inch, you'll bleed out. There's no way to stop the bleeding. So all right, away we go on Monday. So but see now this risks me because I have heart condition as well. I have congestive heart failure, so I'm at risk for a heart attack during this procedure. So this is what I was hoping to get some prayers and maybe somebody else who's gone through something similar. But like I said, I'm optimistic. I'm not giving up. I've got a lot. I've been through a lot of shit. This last couple years has been amazing. I went from one lifestyle to complete another. The food is the worst of all. I mean, okay, I granted the health not being healthy is pretty sucky. Don't get me wrong with that, but I mean, damn, dude, I've had to give up just about all the good foods that I love. I mean, you just don't understand a renal failure diet. You're not allowed to have potassium. I mean, potassium is your enemy. Basically, that's just about every fucking thing in the world. I mean, just about everything I'm not allowed to eat. It's brutal. It's so the only hope is I get a kidney transplant. I mean that would be the ultimate survive. But people have but other than that, then it's just gonna have to be I eat to survive. It's not gonna be a pleasure thing anymore, which is every once in a while maybe I'll splurge, but food's not in my distinct future, guys. But it's gonna starting to lose weight, get in shape. Now I look like because I'm losing so much weight. I've got that it's not toned type of shit, and since I can't really bodybuild or anything, I'm starting to look like one of those 90-year-old. Yeah, I'm looking like a cancer patient. Basically, is what I'm looking like. That's about it. That's so funny because this lady told me, goes, "You look like you're sick." Yeah, because I'm fucking sick. Yeah, okay. um, I'm I'm gonna start a comment section. Try to get some people what ideas they want. One of the things I want to do along with my growing, which is I want to show because that's like I said, it's part of my therapy. Growing is really really good for me to get outside one and it's the amount of tension and stuff, and it's just getting back into thinking about something other than what apparently I have to think about all day long, which, because I can't go anywhere or do anything, I get to dwell on the fact that I'm going through this. But while I'm going through it, like I said, I'm learning a lot about the health industry. So, like I said, I'm going to go back to doing patient advocate again. I'm going to offer as a patient advocate because this stuff pisses me off. This stuff fucking insanely pisses me off. I just fucking just irks the shit out of me that these ass fuckers do this to people, and there's no reason for it. I mean, it's like be honest, just be straight up front. You're too fucking busy, you can't fucking do it or something. But these people waste months of your life with absolute shit with their little fucking games of crossing T's. Why don't you tell that to the people? You know damn well these people are going to send that fucking thing in without that D crossed. You know it because it happens all the time. But yet they don't tell you when you're filling out the application with them. They'd rather have you fuck up and have to redo it again. That gives them more time to get you frustrated. And if you're frustrated enough, you will not fucking do it. But see, I'm that kind of an asshole. I'm an advocate. I don't give a fuck how ridiculous it is. The last person that really want to do that kind of shit with is me because I won't back off. I refuse to back off. I now know enough of the medical industry to know that it's a scam. It is. I mean, the transport part, man, is a scam. It's a money maker for certain people, and while others aren't. See, the way it works is you have a company, say like B. B is a classified medical transport that offers a gurney. Okay, they are a complete medical transport with gurney, and basically that allows them to get the most money. Now, if they're a company that doesn't pay commission, then that company gets by contract. There's no problem. But the minute the company doesn't have enough drivers, or they don't want to hire that many because they don't have enough money, they independently hire these drivers and pay them a portion of the money they get from the contract they make with the person they're picking up. Well, that's where the problem lies with these people because see, they make commission off of the ride. So they don't want to come and get you on a wheelchair that only gets $30 while they can go get Frank with a gurney and get $150 because it's three times more money involved. So if they can squeeze in another person and come do them real quick before they come and see you, then they don't care if you're late. But the problem with dialysis is you can't be late. These chairs are set up with chair times. One, it's a rack ass industry making I was talking to a nephrologist who basically implied that he knows that they've already come up with the technology to have a artificial kidney. Okay, see, and this was already figured out with the fact that they have a home dialysis unit that's the size that goes into your stomach. The only thing they didn't have is you still needed the machine to pump it out. You still needed the machine to somehow get it out of you. The little device in your stomach worked as a perfect gatherer and filter. Now you plug that into a smaller version of the machine at home, and you go through there. The idea though is that they can make the technology good enough to whereas not only do you filter it, but then it exits from the body. It removes the water and stuff and sends it through your into your urine and makes you pee. Once they come up with that, then voila. But you got to understand that there's 32 beds in the place I go, and this is a small place. The brand new one they opened up has 100 and some odd beds. My cost, because I told you in the beginning of this, I bill. I want to know what you're charging, and I can give you a breakdown of everything they charge and how. But the bottom line is, every day I go in there, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it is $11,875 every time I sit down. There are 32 beds. They rotate it out. They rotate it out 79, 2, 3, about 5 times a day. Your shift comes in, you finish your chair, you get up. It's programmed for the next person. They come in, they sit down. It's all programmed and they're set. So that's the way that works. So that's why you can't be late. It's money to them. Now, if you don't show up for your appointment, of course they can ding you a fee, penalty for not coming in. You can hold up a chair like any other doctor office. I mean, a simple breakdown is $6,000 for the actual dialysis. It's $300 for the plastic used, the tubing. It's $2,225 for the minerals they have to put back in you that's being removed while they are cleaning you, or a vitamin supplement that goes into the IV. So there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that goes into doing dialysis that they don't want to get rid of, just like the air tank company doesn't want to get rid of their air tanks. So I've been dealing with this, and I will say that I didn't give up. I still haven't gave up. Still going forward. It's a lot of that old saying that 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's about the way this shit goes. They they're the most ridiculous individuals I have ever encountered in my entire life. With the amount of bullshit. I mean, it's like, for example, home health care, man. I mean, that's another scam. It's a signature scam thing with this. See how this works is they just want to get you to sign their iPhone. By signing their iPhone, they have come and they have done their job and they can bill 300 or whatever it is they bill every time. Now that bill is on its way. I'll be able to tell you exactly how much they charge. Um, but that's when they come to you, right? So now what they do, what these people do is you go in and you sign up for a home health care, a whole entire home package, which is meant to keep you from going into a advanced nursing home. So they're supposed to provide all the things that would be provided at a home health care, or I mean at a facility, brought to you to your house if you're covered. Now they get a contract, and just because they got the contract, they get a set amount. They get a set amount of money right off the bat. They get a set of money for Medi-Cal as well for supplies they may need for, like, medical supplies. So if they, on certain ones, they will go through, um which is our, like, Molino or Regal. They're the intermediary companies that control the insurance companies, like Medicare, Medi-Cal, because there's so many people in California. But anyway, you have to go through Regal or Molina and whatever. They're the advanced ones. They they're in charge of all that little nonsense. It's the games they play that are seriously the way they affect people, and it's just, they want you, they don't want you to receive any real quick shit. They're compliance freaks. They have a different, massive. And here's the other thing: by allowing multiple doctors to get control because of Regal and Molina, they have managed to bypass your doctor. See, now here's how this works: because your doctor, now they give you all these fancy fucking names: primary doctor, secondary doctor, especially. Secondary doctor is any doctor they have to bring in secondary to your main doctor. Like if he refers you to a nephrologist or a Okay, so like I said, oh shit. All right, so the signal keeps going, but that's all right. I can get right back on pretty damn quick. But so as you can see, I know a lot about the medical because that's all I've been doing. Keeper of the list. It's so good to see you, brother. So I'm keeping a positive nature, and I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be getting there. I keep saying I'm going to go out, but it's just one thing after another. Like I said, I'm pushing it, and that's the way you have to do it. Though you really, if you have health issues like me and you can't walk like me, in order to, if you want to walk, if you want to do anything, you got to do it for yourself. Because, like I said, the industries are geared up for a bunch of, they're just money makers. These companies, like I said, they get money for taking your contract to come and do things at your home, and then they don't even supply the services that they're telling your doctor they have. They bypass your doctor if you're not watching or keeping, because they used to be an organizational system. It's no longer an organizational system. It's no longer the way that shit works. If you're not on top of that shit, you're gonna get fucked. I had three doctors writing me three prescriptions for the same fucking thing but with different fucking names. They almost killed me. They were heart pressure medicines. I had three different types from three different doctors because they did not go through my primary. So I told them, now I don't do nothing. I threw every one of their pills away and went straight to my primary because these people are ridiculous. You need to keep up on it. And if your family member is in the hospital, guys, for the love of God, you need to make sure they're okay because you need to monitor what the fuck is going on with them because these hospitals are way too busy to care about you. They are insanely fucking busy people. I've lived there for years. They are insanely fucking busy. They are overworked and they are stressed, constantly stressed. You can just imagine if you sit in a hospital room for 24 days straight in the ER or your ICU right outside the nurse's desk, listening to these nurses flying back and forth with everything that's happening to them. It's like when they get through with one dramatic event, some other fucking event comes rolling in. Now that's what they do. That's what their job is. But like I said, that type of an atmosphere leads to mistakes and leads to things happening that not necessarily would be a conspiracy or anyone trying to really fuck you. But you yourself, you have to say to yourself, well, my family member's going in there. I'm going to make sure they're okay. That's just your responsibility from this point on. If you really care about anyone going into the hospital, dude. I I can't believe to tell you this. It's in California. It's a matter of economics. We have too many people. We let too many people come in. We can't afford the massive amount of homeless we have here in LA, which is almost 2 million. We have the fluctuation of the border crossings. Our medical system is literally taking a dump. And so, unless you're on top of it, unless you understand what's going on, you're going to be rolled over. You're going to be rolled over really hard. And with me, the fissure went out because of the nonsense that I have to go through. This should have been taken care of, but between the transport companies and the lack of help I got, which I get now. I mean, I know what to do now. I know where to go to get it. And even knowing this, it's slowing down. It's hard to do. Everything is it's a snail's cross, but I thank God every day I'm alive, okay? Look, I don't want to sound ungrateful. I mean, you guys, if anyone knows me, I used to go out and do these live shows and stuff. Hey, and then I got sick as fuck. I should have, by all rights, been dead by now. I should not have a foot. I shouldn't have a leg. I should be dead. I'm here. I'm here. And because I'm here, that allows me, to be grateful. And I'm just saying though, the system is overwhelmed. It's overbooked. You need help to do whatever you're gonna do. So I have learned how to do these things, and it's taken months to do it. But it's like I'm very observant, and hospitals nowadays, man, your best care is going to be come from your family members or you. And then like with the therapy, like physical therapy, I didn't get physical therapy. Didn't teach me how to walk. They came up with every excuse in the book why they had to get this approved. The dot wasn't crossed. They couldn't send him out. I mean, I've got this, so he's not coming then. And months went by, and nobody showed up to help, and nobody came out to help, and blah 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 blah. And it came to the point where I said to myself, "Well, then you know whose problem it is now? It's my fucking problem. It's my fucking problem because they're not going to do anything for me. So if I sit here and whine, they're not going to do anything for me. So I got up. I started doing my own therapy, and now I walk because I wasn't going to stay in that bed any longer, man. This is just I wanted my life back, and this is where it's coming. I'm damn near there, and now this fistula fails on me today. And I mean, I'm just a matter of weeks away from getting that fucking thing replaced to begin with. So now it's just a very badass inconvenience because I got to go to the emergency room for two operations now, which is why I'm really not too happy. I want them to just go ahead and do the other one. I mean, you're just going to have to remove it anyway and put it in my arm again. And I'm not going to wait no 5 or 6 months to have that done. The last thing you want hanging out of your fucking neck, you know, your jugular or your heart is two cords like I have. Man, just if they were to get grabbed by anyone, I mean, all someone would have to do is grab and yank, and that would be it. I'd be dead within a matter of minutes. I'd bleed out. There would be nothing anyone or any, even if I was in the fucking emergency room, they wouldn't be able to stop the bleeding. And so this is what I'm saying. I don't want this thing in me to begin with. But our insurance companies are going to force me to go to the ER, get the operation, rather than them just do it and then come back and have them redo it again. So, see, this is like one of my rants. I get pissed. I've been holding back. You know, KY was my better half, tells me I need to not let my anger get to me, but I think you guys should. I want to do a rant show. I don't do these type of shows, guys, because of V for Vets. I have a lot of respect for V for Vets, and I don't want to tarnish its image with me. But man, you guys remember me from days back, man. This wasn't me. I do rant shows and stuff, and I should do this. I'm thinking about starting to do things like that, maybe in my on this channel, but we'll see. We'll see. A more, oh my God, Keeper, so you can understand just how ridiculous this shit is. Dude, you know what, Keeper? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of our medical industry with their nonsensical bullshit. It's the nephrologist who told me that they could have saved my kidney if it wasn't for the fact that the hospital did not take care of my initial problems. They destroyed me through, and now do I think it's malpractice? I don't know if that's the definition of it, but what it is they were just too busy. Do I think they did it to me on purpose? No. Did they do it to me? Yes, they did. Yes, they fucking did. They took my life from me. But I mean, you know what? There's it's. I wish I could have someone to hate and to make pay for taking my life like this. But it's I'm not going to be able to find anyone like that, brother, and I'm not going to go from this world being angry and hateful. I'm like my now it's that day is over. That ship has come and sailed. My day is now to do as many good deeds as I can to, you know, for my belief system. I believe in God. I believe in Christ, and I don't want to leave this world worse than when I found it. I want to do things like be for vets and make it better, make up for things that I might have done. I'm not perfect. I've never had a perfect life in my entire life. I am no one you want to put a poster up for. You know, I got my faults and shit, but yeah, you know, oh well. But see, this thing is this medical shit. I'm very good at it, and I am very good at counseling people when they need to go through it. Like with Alzheimer's, whenever I get involved in anything I get over, I become really good at it. When I got involved with Alzheimer's, I became really good at it. So unfortunately, that just happens to be my health that I'm getting good at knowing what to do for other people. Hell, I can't say I can do it, but I can say I can help. See, it's sad watching this industry go through what people have to go through to get help. I mean, you shouldn't have to go through this stuff. You really shouldn't. But what are you gonna do? How are you gonna change it? I there's just too many people. I don't even have an idea how you would solve something like this. So I don't really make suggestions because how would you solve it? You have way too many people in California that are homeless. People home for 22 million. We can't fix anything till we fix that. And we need to fix the problems that we have on our people so that everyone gets taken care of. You know, I am not in. I don't want anyone to suffer, but I'm a realist. Americans who grew up here, our taxes, our working, all went for this, so that when we got older and we got sick, we'd have somewhere to go. But they've removed this by letting these people cross the border and flood our state. We can't afford it. Just can't afford it. Hey, Joshy, we don't have the money. And it's not like I would love to do it because, see, if we weren't so greedy, if really seriously, if people weren't so fucking ass greedy, you could literally go in between Vegas and LA and build a million tiny houses. You could literally house everyone in the world and get rid of that homeless problem. You could get rid of that homeless problem. And then bring more people in then. If there's no homeless, bring them the fuck in. If we have the money, bring them in. I don't give a shit. There's a difference. I don't need to be filthy rich. I know that's not my aspirations in life. Money is not what makes, I just want to pay my bills, be with my family, have my friends, and enjoy life and do some, go out and help other people. But we have 2 million homeless people in the states. So there's no way in hell our medical system is going to get any better anytime soon. It's not. It's not going to. You have 2 million people to take care of. So there's got to be solutions, and this is the only solution, and they don't want to do it. Is to have a free health system, build more hospitals, spend more money on hospitals, and make it free. Yeah, that's right. We'd have to put the money back into the people rather than the government slum that take it and steal it and use it with their big corporate write-offs and shit. Yeah, yeah, they get all that money. They don't have a problem doing that. But talk about opening up free hospitals and shit for people and taking care of American health so that they can work good jobs and have happy families and produce a beautiful country. See, your overall health in your country should be one of the aspiring goals of a country. Its people and its well-being. What a fucking concept. What a fucking concept. But I get to watch the misery that we put fucking people through. I get to watch the suffering of fucking people that don't have money. And it doesn't matter if they're illegal. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, red, green. They're fucking human beings. And if you accept them over the border and you tell them you'll help them, then you fucking help them. That's what you fucking do. You don't fucking tell them to come over here and then leave them sitting in the street corners so they could suffer. This is worse than them just coming here and living off the dole. Is you telling them you'll help them and then not help. Because that's false hope. Because usually when poor people do anything, it's all hope based. A lot of fucking hope, a lot of prayers. You start stripping away people's hope. What you got left is what we have, which is I just, I was in Australia when they had nonprofit or when they had their medical, and it was great. Now, of course, that's changing now. This is great, dude. That is so good, dude. Nonprofit. I worked for, housed and supported 28. See, your God, see, keeper, you're my kind of guy. And I have much respect, brother. See, because that's what I want to do. I want to do that, keeper. I want to fucking do that. I want to get involved with somebody who's doing shit like that. And I want to right now, because right now I can't go out on my own, brother. I can't fucking walk. I'm stuck in this fucking house, wishing I could go out and help these people, and I can't. I can't walk, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Oh, that's fucking right. See, I refuse to quit. I refuse to quit. And they're like, well, what is so important about going out and feeding the homeless? It's a win. It's my life. It's what I want to do. It's a goal. It's like with everything else. This is what I had, and it got stripped away from me because of my health. Well, no, I don't accept that. I won't. I'm gonna keep, like I said. So I'll be doing that. But on the bud grower, I'm another thing I'm gonna be start to do is stand up. Hopefully, you guys will be able to see some of my stand up along with my garden. That was the original goal of bud grower. The original channel was to be a supporter of the 1A and to do my stand up because they had closed down the stand up places I was doing my shows because of the COVID, and then I then of course I started to grow the plants, and that's where I lost the 28 plants. Oh my god, I lost it for every. I swear to God, it's the perfect video to show you all the different ways you can kill a weed plant. I mean, I had everything. The I had the worms, the mold, the dry rot. I mean, I had everything. I had the tilt, the dry, just everything. It was amazing. Right down to the last plant. Oh, yeah, well, different things because, the different plants, like the one at the very end, the reason that one failed was because it was more of a bushy plant and I didn't air it properly, so it got mold in the center of it. Oh man. So you can see that there's a lot of things I want to do that but this thing that I'm worried. I'm really worried about this operation. I My health is still not good enough for this nonsense. I was hoping to hang in there and have them put it in the arm, but they're a little bit cautious about the stress test because before they can do that, they have to do a stress test on me, a heart stress test, and my heart right now is just it's hanging in there. Like I said, the biggest thing is the anxieties from all this shit, and which is why I needed to come on tonight just to get. I'm I'm basically trapped. There's just nothing I can do, and I'm almost to the point of I don't know. It's weird because when you don't have anything to do and you're just sitting here, and I miss talking to people. I'm one thing I am is a talker. I talk. I fucking talk. I'm very good at doing shows like this because I'll babble, motherfucker. I'll babble. You can just keep going and going and going. I have so much different shit that absolutely accumulates to absolute fucking nothingness, which is why I thought, well, what are you going to do with just all these little different topics you learn and stuff like at the hospitals and all this knowledge that I could help people with, be the advocate for like a patient advocate, but I can't because I don't know how to reach out to these people. And quite frankly, I've been thrown out of hospitals trying to help people before because these people are ridiculous. They don't want you helping the patients. They want to like if they want them out because usually, and it's unfortunate, but some of them they just don't have the tolerance for a lot of these patients. They don't. They see the problem with these people is they've been beat down hard. What you had was you had COVID fling in. Now, see, this is really vicious. COVID came in, and you lost a lot of nurses and doctors who refused to take the jab. They just quit. So then they started hiring. Yes, that's right. You have to snark and sass. Good to see you. Which is the way I've done this. This is one thing I'm trying to do my show is let people know that I have done most of this myself. I have not counted on the medical industry has been a very big disappointment for me. The home health care has been a disappointment. They were brutal. They did not come and do my wound. I had to do my own wound. Um, there's several lawsuits that I've been told I should file against them, but I'm not going to. I'm tired of dealing with this nonsense. They They don't. You've got to really do everything yourself. Um, what you listen to your um I'm no, I do a lot of self help because I it took a long time too. By the way, just to let you know, this is accumulation of a long time. And honestly, if I would have had the proper help that I needed, I should have been up and running a year ago. But doing it by myself with nobody to help, I had to be careful not to fall down because I did, which I did, but I managed to be able to walk. I managed to take care of my wounds. I managed to take care of my pill regimen and get to my doctors and fix all the medical. That's all. That's just what it boils down to. These people do not want to. You're just a number, and it's not personal. It's just the way it is. And if you accept that from the get go, and you have somebody there to help you, then you'll get through it. You will. But if you go in there thinking these people are and they talk a good talk because they really do want to help you, but they just can't. There's just no way they can do it. There's too many people. They'll be lucky if they remember your name. You go into an emergency room, these people are gods. Some of them are very insanely beautiful people. They've been blessed by God Himself. I'm not kidding you. They're angels. They're in there for a reason. And but then there's other ones in there who are just they're there for the hours. And you can tell the frustration. You can tell the frustration and anger in these people in this industry, an industry that is supposed to be set up for care. You know, you'll get a lot more healthier people when they're nice, when these people are just downright nice, when they just but you're not going to find that in a lot of these advanced nurse homes. You're going to find some nice nurses, but then you're going to find the ones that are there crunching the hours. It's just the way it is. So if you're a family member or something, you need to monitor that so that you make sure these people don't step all over your family members, and they will do just that. They will. They will do. They don't have a problem doing that. So they won't be able to do anything until Monday unless I start getting more sick, and then they've got me on an open appointment to go to the ER over the weekend. But then it would be they wouldn't be able to do the procedure until Monday because the surgeon, unless it's a life threatening, so he won't be in until Monday. So what the only thing I could do is go into the hospital and be put into ICU, and there's no real sense for that. I'm not drowning at the moment, so and I don't like going into hospitals anyway. So I'm sitting, I'll wait it out at home, which is why like I said, the anxiety. I get anxiety conditions thinking about what the fuck Oh. Yeah, this is like I said, this is a kind of yes, you do, keeper. There are some angels in the emergency rooms. I've been to quite a few of them. I've been to every single emergency room here in Riverside and Moretta, and 9 times, 9 times in the last 6, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, whatever it was, that I was raised to the emergency room drowning. It's been a whirlpool, but I survived. That's why I'm not giving up. I'm not fucking up. I'm still here. I don't know why God didn't, but if He wanted me, He could have taken me before this, because there's no sense in having me have gone on, because unless there was a reason, in my opinion. I'm just saying, it's my belief system. I try to rationalize shit, and like I don't know. I just don't understand certain things, but anyway, it's like I said, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I this is when I usually would try to do my first show. Come in here and do it from 5 o'clock, or 5 or 6 in the morning, and do a coffee show. But So because usually at 4 o'clock in the morning, there's not many people, and it's all. I like going though. I do. I like going early in the morning because not a lot of people are on, and sometimes you run into people you haven't seen in a long time that just happen to be up at night and are doing what you're doing, not being able to sleep. And it is a weekend, and this is another one of those days that are usually not popular in the middle of the night because people have either partied half the fucking night or whatever. They're gonna, but you never know. You never know. So I figure, fuck it, I'll just come in here and I'll just keep myself busy and talk. I need to practice up anyway because I've got content I'll be doing on another show, but I am still not used to going live anymore. I'm still not totally comfortable, but I'm not sure how long I can go or my health. You know, what effect I have on the internet here in this stupid idiotic room of mine. I need to find a better place to live, but we're working on that. Yes, we're definitely working on finding a better place to go. Oh my goodness. They said, LT man, how are you doing again, LT? One thing I will bring up is my brother LT. I want to show you guys something. Now I got documented proof of what my legs. And I just want to give you an update, LT. My legs again now are back out of the emergency condition again. You are the only one, brother. And now another one of my medical places are looking at this shit because they're going down. Because see, they tried. I've got and I now not only do I got yours to show these people, LT, but I've got the different medicines they gave me that are not working. So you can put them up in comparison to the thing. But this, if you guys have never heard of it, you have a really bad skin condition or something, any type of skin damage whatsoever, Trumpadol. This stuff right here is it's unbelievable. It's just literally unbelievable. And LT Man is the only one who can get it. And if it wasn't for him, people, my legs would be completely fucked up. Because what happens with my legs is the skin starts to get infected, it tears, boils form, and then it gets really bad. Really bad. Now, but they use all these different medicated creams and skin protectors. None of them work. The skin breaks open and it just doesn't work. My leg turns into alligator skin too. It's really trippy. I've got pictures of it. And then it cracks. But by LTs, not only does that stuff get rid of the alligator leg, it soothes the legs, literally soothes them, causes the internal swelling to go down and inside the pores or whatever that's causing this stuff to happen in the legs go back into a shader white or whatever. And I've got photos of this. This is not even just saying that I have actual. I took photos because it's impressive. And every time I go to a different medical place and I tell them, well, this is what I use, they say, no, that's not going to work. We need to use this shit. And it doesn't work. It doesn't. So I let them hang themselves because I'm that cocky when it comes to Trumpadol and LT's product to know that it is the only fucking thing that's ever worked. And my legs are completely fucked up. So, I mean, I doubt seriously anyone's legs are as bad as mine. So if you got any problems like that, check with LT. The shit is well worth it. Well worth it. Well worth it. We'll heal up that shit fast and it gets rid of the itching, the burning. I just, like I said, he has saved me so much of going to the hospital because my legs have not got infected because of that shit. It has been an absolute lifesaver. So there you go. Who's Santa? That's me, man. Look at this. Look. I swear to God, I do look like Santa. I am Santa. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah, baby. I'm getting ready to. I'm gonna be removing this though, guys. I am. I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna shave that shit the fuck off. Um. Yeah. There it is, right there. Yes. This. Yes. Shit. How do I? Yeah, so there you go. There it is. And thank you so much, LT. LT has been a godsend to me. He actually reached out and helped me with that stuff when I couldn't afford it or anything else. Um, I was able, of course, then being able to reimburse him, and but he did that for me. It was really nice, and like I said, he saved my legs. He and not only my legs, but like I said, I got lucky. I really got lucky finding that stuff. It was a stumbled on it too, and that stuff is like I said, it took away all the alligator, and like I said, anyone that would like to see the pictures, I stopped putting them up because they are, well, how can I put this? They're a little bit graphic. People don't like seeing that. But however, if for any reason you guys would like this, and I'm sending LT a like it's a pictorial document of me of the healing process, and he can use that any way he wants because they won't know who it is. I'm just saying. I mean, you will now, but me, I don't want to publish my own photos. I don't feel comfortable about doing that. But you can send me an email or the bud grower, and I will send you the photos in case you were thinking of getting some of that stuff. If you're not sure you want to invest, I'll show you the fucking photos. Trust me, just take one look at it, and then I'm putting together that list of other chemicals. You can check with your doctors and see what those things are made for, and you'll realize that when they didn't work, and the only thing that did work, you'll understand how good this stuff is. Because I don't only have me to back it up with my word. I had the other products that these people use that did not work compared to his that actually did. So that's like a clinical test. I mean, just being realistic. I know, keeper, but I just wanted to shave it. I don't know. I just think people that are like, oh my god, don't cut that thing off. Yeah, well, I don't know. Right now, I'm just getting ugh. Well, I don't have to really sell it LT. It saved my legs. That's just the way it was. I'm very grateful for that LT. I don't even know. I mean, the chances of me running into you and you having something like that out of nowhere is just amazing. It was meant to be, brother. That's right. It was meant to be. I always tout your product. Always. That's why I have it on me right now. It's always next to me. I show people it because I give it to all my nurses. I actually I'm trying to get one of my nurses to take what's left in this bottle because I have the other one open. I'll let her have a little so she can take it with her and try it on one of her clients because if her client likes it, then she can reach out to you and then you'll because word of mouth is by far the best form of sales that like and personal testimony because these people like they know me. It's my nurse. So she goes from me to the next person, and I just got to survive my foot now. It's got the abscesses back, and I'm hoping it's not in my bone. If it's in the bone, they have to remove the foot. There's nothing I can do about it. They're gonna find that out here with the X-ray I'm trying to set up for next week. But right now, my prayers are for the the fistula. Leg finish. Yeah, that's what it is, keeper. It's a fetish. Constantly playing with my legs. Shit. You know what I'd like to fucking do is go fishing. But I'm gonna start like I said though, anybody out there that knows anyone, if I can help them with the medical shit or getting their Medi-Cal or something out here in California, especially in the shitty areas like Riverside. Well, So now we're going to find out if I should do a show at 6. See, like I was saying right before, I was thinking about doing the morning show at 6 because my roommate gets up and he normally goes to work at that time. So then I'd just be up. Normally, I'd be able to start the show right then. And that gives me up enough time to do some stuff before I have to go to dialysis, which is a pain in the ass. I mean, this is a time consuming fucking thing. I mean, anyways, you can use that time for reading, to better yourself. So there is something. It's not like a complete waste of time. It ties up your time, but it's not a waste of time. It's a waste if you make it a waste. So I end up going there and doing something like research or something. I managed to hear this lady and her husband have a one of those food trucks, and I've been working with them to work out a deal where I pay for X amount of discounted food, and then they show up and help us dispense the food to the homeless. Now that's awesome. That'll work real well, but I've got to promote it before we do it because, you still gotta run into the homeless. I'd like certain events to go strictly for like veterans and of course, all the other homeless stuff is fine. I've not been able to locate another veteran camp yet. I have some leads on some because I would love to sponsor them. I mean, in one way, it's good that we're not finding any big vet camps out there. Well, at least I'm not. I'm sure they are, but because maybe that's a positive sign. I don't know. But yeah, because vets tend to get together. But anyway, if we find them out there like we did with that one camp years ago, then of course there's supplies. You can just bring the supplies to them, blankets and stuff like that to help them out. I'm not quite sure what the overall law is, but I think San Diego tickets you for feeding the homeless if you're not a charity organization. Just so happens we are. So can't get through 2 minutes. So again, I'm wasting time, people. This is more or less me seeing how to do. I just want to see how many people are on, if anyone shows up. So we're just going to sit here. I know there's one person either listening or maybe not even one. I don't even know how that shit works anymore. Because now it's not even showing me shit. However, like I said, the idea is just get used to being live, and I need to get used to coming back up here and finding, getting used to talking again. Tongue tied for words and shit. Not me though, usually, but just in case. And since I can't sleep and nobody else in my family is awake, I believe they're all sleeping. Because, like I said, I waited until 4 in the fucking morning. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to be trying to grow 6 plants. More if I can get them. We'll see if I can get 6, though. It's going to be fun, because I'm going to be going through a lot. I've got a lot of advice from a lot of great people out there. In case you all haven't heard, I'm going to be doing a garden, and I'm getting advice from people like Ginger Snaps. So if you'd like to see how she grows things, go check out her channel. That's Ginger Snaps. Anybody that knows Ginger knows she's a horticulturalist. She's really good at growing weed and other plants. I'm going to have gardens, not only just a weed garden, but I'm going to be planting tomatoes, Some other, I'm not quite sure exactly what items, but reason being is when we go out to feed the homeless, since we're going to start off with maybe, I don't know, 10, because it's just, my health and how much strength I have. So I'm going to put together little care packs, and I wanted to give them some fresh vegetables added there, like, throw some tomatoes in there, maybe some strawberries, maybe some, you know, just so they have some fresh food. Grow some potatoes. They can always, if they have a pot or a pan or something out there, and can't give them that and can't promote that. I mean, because can't promote fires out in the middle because they'll burn down shit. But be able to take them food, supplies for them, be able to talk to them, make them part of society again, part of helping people, part of getting people off the streets, part of even cleansing your own soul is to help another person. There's nothing more gratifying than helping somebody else. Nothing. It. I'm a personality. I'm a salesman. I'm a addictive personality. I mean, for example, I don't mess with hardcore drugs because if I did, I would be addicted to them instantly. I've had my fling. I made the mistake of trying speed once, and my roommate here had tied me up, him and my friend, and kept me off of the shit. And never went back on. This because I sell, I do stand up, I debate. This is the personality I have, so you can, that's just the way it is with most things I do. But where we want to, so we go out and we're doing this, and you have different ideas that we want to do on there. But like I said, my own personal channel, the stand up was one of the things I was doing before COVID struck, and that of course, that was devastating, man. I had that all set up, and trust me, it took me a long time to get just get the courage to go up and do a stand up at a club. And Jesus, as soon as I get this shit going, boom, they like me, but then COVID, they closed everything down. See, because I don't even see. I'm not trying to become like David Chappelle or anything, man. No, when I heard that an average comedian in LA can make up to 500 a week, to 1,000 a week for doing 15-minute stints. That's it, 3 times a week, and they can make 1,000 a week for doing that. The average, just an average one who gets on the billboard with a follower or whatever, a regular in the club. If you become a regular, yeah, that's not bad, man, and it's not hard either. It's fun, fucking fun, man. It's like Carlin said, it's the perfect job for retired people. you know, you just get up and talk. How the fuck hard can that be? You know what I'm saying? So I thought, yeah, that's good, and because I also do sales. Damn, I was trying to, you know, it's so I wanted to do that, to stand up as long as in the gardens. The gardens are something I've wanted to do too. They're good for therapy, and I'll get sun because apparently I don't get sun. I have no D3. You'd be surprised at the difference when you're out in the sun. Other things, though. Oh my god! I think I've got to the point of watching movies. I'm about ready to scream because you binge watch when you can't get out of bed, when you're trapped in a bed for months and months. Binge watch stuff, and then you start watching all kind of stupid shit. Man, dude, I watched some of the most insane shit. I watched like Ice Truckers. Every known Survivor movie because they're limited to what they show in those places. They have direct TV, so you end up watching like Alone on the Island with 3 people or whatever, those kind of dumbass shows. and they all play to the end, and whoever wins, whatever. Yeah, so I was watching those. And it's impressive, though. And then I think in some of the dumbest series on Netflix. I don't have anything left I can watch on Netflix except the foreign movies because I've seen them all. My God, this is so. You just simply run out of movies to watch. I don't know. Did y'all play games? Started playing Diablo again. Diablo 2, Resurrection or whatever the fuck. Redemption, whatever the fuck it is. Now that game is a blast, man. I love that game. Each one of the different little teeny, the ones you pick have different means. Like, my favorites have always been like the warrior, the druid, and the paladin. Because those three, you can just clean up that game with those three. No. I am in the process of trying to get the air tanks. These people are like the most incredible ass wipes I've ever had to deal with in my entire fucking life. The first time I sent the thing through, now mind you, this is the way this little game works. Their company owns the air tanks. The big air tank. So they make all that money on that old technology. They probably bought the company and now they're just stuck with it. Because they should be converting straight to the portable concentrators, because just for the sake of people they're making these tanks for, the elderly, because there's not too many old people I know that can carry a 50-pound air tank around. I'm just saying, that's just me. The convenience of it is just amazing. So the littler ones, well, they're just as fine. Now you have pulse only. Unfortunately, some people need stream air. They can't go on pulse. They don't have enough energy to drag the air in, so it has to keep going. So they're still not giving the shit up. They're still not fucking. They're still stubborn bunch of fucks. And when you get the concentrator, you have to put the difference between pulse or stream. And I don't know why, but it doesn't matter with that one. It's not one of the ones that's going to run out of air. But they make you do it anyway. That way, if you don't do it, then they can deny your request and you have to go through the procedure again. And then the procedure requires a prescription. You like this? You like this? All right, man. Take care. Much love, LT. You think about this, people. It's Oh God, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Yeah, a little pain. So I lose my train of thought if I get broke. I saw him write that thing and I tried to read it. I can't do two things at once, you know what I'm saying? Man, I can't remember what I was just saying. Isn't that a fucking trip? Yeah, so I have no idea what I want to do now. I'm like I said, the coffee. If I do the coffee show, I think I'll get more people coming in. I'm not quite sure what time in the morning. 4:00. I got one or two people came in. That was amazing. I didn't think I'd get anyone until about 4:45, 5:00. I figured I'd just sit there and just practice rambling, what to do, whatever, and just get it. But then people showed up. So even at 3, so that's still amazing at this time of the night. Yeah, I'm just like, I have no idea what in the hell I'm gonna like with this whole thing with the air is because they don't want to give up that technology, people. They really don't, and then it's unfortunate because home air concentrator has a battery on it, so there would be no refills needed, and elderly people can't carry the tanks around and stuff, but they don't seem to care about that. That doesn't seem to be a qualified point. So they want you to cross the T on that thing, even though that thing doesn't require that. Yeah, but it's a prescription. See, this is what blows my ever-loving fucking mind. It's a prescription. That way, see what they do is they deny it because you didn't cross your T and it goes back. The doctor faxes it over again. They say they don't get the fax or that you didn't put the right one or the code number. Now they fax it back again. This is actually what they're doing to me right now. So while that's going on, the prescription date is running out. If the prescription date runs out before they get this settled, I have to go back and make a physical appearance at the doctor's office. Isn't that amazing? See, that's how the game works. That way, you get frustrated and you just use the air tank they send you to begin with. Which because all you're doing is using it to go to your doctor's appointments. They don't care about the fact that you may want to go to the store or something. And I cannot now do anything without the assistance of somebody in a wheelchair because I cannot walk and push an air tank at the same time. I have one or the other. I just can't do it. I can drag it behind me or even stummily go forward with it as a wheelchair. It's really hard to do. Like I said, now some wheelchairs have a thing you can clip them on the back, and that's what they keep trying to get me to use. But I don't need the fucking wheelchair, you monkey. This is a point. You're trying to force me to stay into a wheelchair. This is their mentality here. Rather than give me a portable fucking air unit, you piece of fucking shit want me to stay in a wheelchair. That's fucking incredible. But what part of get me better aren't you doing? I mean, this is nonsensical shit. So basically what I tell them, because I'm very stubborn, and fuck you. That's basically what I tell them. Fuck you. Just, you want to go ahead and play the game with me, sweetie. Because, see, the one thing I don't do is I don't quit. So every day I call them. Every day I go through with them. Every day they keep trying to give me excuses. Every day I keep calling them. I will not stop. I won't. I won't stop till I get what I want. So, I mean, but you have to understand that's the only way you do it with these people. Their method is this. They have the he'll give up and go away method. That's it. That's what they want. They want you to give up, get frustrated, and go away. I'm not going away. Yeah, I've been through this before. I've seen them do it before, so it's very frustrating to sit here and have to tell you this when I've already done this before. Why does this even exist? Why the fuck does this even exist? Well, why is there a condition where I need to fuck call to get you people to do anything? You just see it's the comedy of the situation. Like when you go into an emergency room and you tell these people, all right, I want an itemized billing. And they look at you and go, oh, I'm sorry, we don't provide them. Well, yes, you don't provide, but you will provide me with one. This is what you tell them. Right, you don't, but you will. Because I'm now giving you legal notice that you will provide me with the bill that you intend to bill on my behalf to Medicare. If you don't give me said bill, you're in violation of state law. And they have to print the fucking thing out. See, why do they do that? And then I get told because to save paper, to say, okay, fine. But then when somebody asks for it, why do you fight? All right, you don't want to announce it, fine. But then if I say, hey, I want a copy of my receipt, then you need to print the receipt, not give me a bunch of bullshit on how you don't have to do it. Yes. See, I learned that with H&R Block people. You walk into an H&R Block and you give them money to do your taxes, and they fuck it up. And you get accused of fraud. And it's not H&R Block that's going to jail. You're the one that gets pulled before the IRS. You can say, well, I hired H&R Block, and then on their behalf, they could send someone to represent you and say, yeah, we did do their taxes. But that's not going to alleviate you from the penalty of writing a bad, filing a false claim. It's not. You are responsible for that paper. That's why you sign it when they fill it. So Same goes for the hospital bill. They're responsible for that bill. They must show you. They can't say, fuck you, no, I'm not going to. They have no choice. The reason they don't do this is because that is not the final price they pay. And thus the game begins. You're probably thinking, well, why would they not want to give you a receipt? Because if you get the receipt printed off before they work out the deal with the insurance company, then they've committed what is known as fraud. Sort of like what they're trying to get Trump for doing, when they do the one amount but another one, even though it's an accepted practice. There's no difference. I don't know why people are so butthurt about what Trump was doing with his real estate shit. They do it with the hospitals, and if you've been to a hospital, they've done it with your bill. This is common play. This is nonsensical. But anyway, so yeah, they don't want to give you the receipt because that fucking receipt is not the fucking amount that they actually charge. But, and here comes the real gasser, they can write it off like they charge that amount. Yes, that's the beauty right there. They can write it off. That saves them state and federal taxes, people. And the bullshit never stops, does it? No, it doesn't. It never fucking. That's why I'm an advocate, because they all suck banana dick. And they try, and I'm not stupid. The fuck you. I'm in here for my physical health, not my mind. You play your little fucking games, and I'm gonna catch you doing it. I've got these places fined. I've been banned from a lot of them because of my being an advocate. I've been banned from 2 nursing homes because I got them fined a lot of money for treating Alzheimer's patients like shit. I don't put up with that shit. I don't care if that's my mother, my friend, my sister, my neighbor, my stateman, my fellow denizen is all it has to be. I'm not going to stand by and watch you little dumb fuck do that to a... But, you really... It's amazing how depriving these places are and how disgusting they are. And what they do to people while they're in there. And I've been in there for 3 years, so I know. You're listening to somebody who's in the system. It's sad, people. It's fucking sad. It's your loved ones. It's your neighbors. It's your fellow citizens. And here, even so, here, I'll even say this. It's the illegals. I don't want any harm coming to them either. The treatment in these places is abominable. They're just cookie cutter, making money, processing cattle. They don't give a fuck how you are or how your health is. Kaiser was caught changing the labels of pills from generic to regular and charging a lot of money. They got busted. So in order for the CEOs in their company not to go to jail, they said they would be a preventative medicine healthcare facility. I want you to listen to this because this is the point I'm trying to make about this. They had to be taken to court, threatened to be put in jail in order for them to do what everybody in this fucking room probably thinks they already do: preventative healthcare, proper healthcare. In other words, follow-up calls, making sure you're taking your medicine, what's your things, talking to you, seeing how things are. Kaiser did that for 5 years after they got prosecuted. They were the best place in the world to go. I know. I went there. I went there immediately because I knew that's when I heard the law, that we were protected by the courts. So you got the best medical treatment like you should have been doing in the first place. They still do it to this day, preventative healthcare at Kaiser Permanente because of that decision. So, they can do it. They have the ability to actually do good. But fuck you, they're not going to. I have an event with a doctor once. This is beautiful. And I'm a little bit straightforward with most of the things in my personal life. I'm just going to make this comment the way it is. They have labeled me when I go into emergency rooms as a masochist, and there's reasons for that. Not because I'm a masochist, not the definition of a masochist. It's just is what it is. I don't use pain pills. It doesn't make me a masochist, but whatever. I guess in their terminology, I am. So for you to understand what I'm about to tell you, how this goes down. By coming in and refusing pain pills, they list you as a masochist. By listing you as a masochist, they then project you up into the mental area where they can send somebody in to offer you antipsychotics and shit, depressants, because you must be depressed. So we want to pop some more pills in you, and so I refuse to take those. Well, oh, there you go. Then I have to be a downright masochist if I don't want pain pills, and I don't want antidepressants. I'm a masochist. There it is. That has to be it. These people are about the most outlandish fuckers in the world when it comes to popping pills in you. See, this is their whole game. From the time you walk into the door to the time your dumbass leaves, they want to get you addicted to their pills, their pharmaceutical buddies. I have told people this shit. First, I'll just say this. I mean, the whole show for this one, and I'll close my channel. So I can't talk about the fake diabetes shit. um, I can't do, but these places are amazing, dude. And I lived there. I got to watch it firsthand, and I'm just not impressed. I mean, I'm just not. I feel bad for people. I really do. You know. But I get to step back into this industry again, which is why I'm bitching about all this. Now I get to go back in again on for God knows how long. They may have to do some other things before they do the operation because of the fact that my heart is not really in massive condition to take an operation. So I'm not even fucking sure what's going to happen. Maybe I'll get lucky though, man. Seriously, there's no reason for me to not think positive here. I could literally walk in there and the fuckers could literally say, well, you know what? It worked out. We're going to go ahead and do it right now. And I go Okay, so again with the stupid, it's raining like a mother. It's raining really bad. Suck shit, and God, yeah, it's raining like a motherfucker here. So anyway, I lose my signal like that. But you guys are cool. You stand there, or give me a chance again back. Yeah, so I'm like, but I love rain. Well, I did love rain. You know, here I love rain because we never get any, but I like rain every once in a while. Just that but see, when you get what you want, you know, like I kept saying with shit because I lived in Vegas, so you never got any fucking rain. I lived in this part of California and southern, you didn't get any fucking rain. So then I go to Ohio, people, and let me tell you something. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I go to Ohio, it's become Noah Ark type shit. I'm like, oh my god! I mean, it just fucking rains up there like a motherfucker, and when it's not raining, it's snowing. I'm like, Jesus, do you people in? Do you never not get anything? Anything? I mean, it just can't you just not have monsoon? Does it have to be? So then I come back down here and I get no fucking rain again. It's I don't get any breaks. You know, it's like I said, I like rain. Everyone's like I love the sound of rain. You know, you can it's a cooling sound. You know, I usually put those little things on to help meditate. However, so yeah, it's like it doesn't normally rain here, but I think it just stopped. Yeah, it just stopped. Oh, cool. Okay, see, if we do eat it, we eat it like splats. It'll rain for like 5 fucking minutes, and then that's it. That's the gravity of the rain in Southern California. So I got to go through this entire weekend now, deciding on what the fuck I want to do. Because anything I drink or anything I eat is piling up in me until Monday. And then I got to get up really early in the morning and I got to call them up and find out what time they want me to go to the emergency room. And then I got to find a way to get to the emergency room. Well, yeah, I got to find a way. I could call the Uber. It would be Uber. I'd have to do an Uber, which would be kind of fun because they'd have to. I'm not kidding, dude. The wheelchair is just such a pain in the ass. Yeah, but there's no way in shoes. I'm not gonna. I won't walk. I won't walk. I either go in a wheelchair or a gurney. I'm not gonna walk. You're talking about doing surgery and no, I won't be doing any of that strenuous walking shit. Fuck that. So I'm gonna have to find a way to get there now with a fucking gurney. Jeez, you know, there's the other thing. God damn, these people are psychotic when they got you on a gurney. They love putting you on a gurney because they make a lot of money. But ooh, it's like fucking. I don't like being in a gurney, dude. That shit's fucking yep. So now we are looking at 10 till 6. And this is where I'm wondering if I should do the show at 6. So we're going to see if anyone comes in here around what time, if people are waking up, because I'm figuring most people are sleeping. You know, and during the middle of the night, somebody will get up to like, you know, they can't sleep, or they want to go have a cigarette or something, and they just pop online to see who's on. They'll see me. They'll see me, and that's exactly what I think happened last night. You know, or when I started this an hour or two ago. You know, at 4. So yeah, about hour and 49 minutes ago, hour 50 minutes ago. Uh, but the good thing, like I said, is it's I'm getting used to being back live. Um, and I'm trying to keep my thoughts going because, like I said, the stress I'm of this stupid. Have, which would kill me instantly too. There's the other thing. That's the thing. I don't. I don't like having it in my neck to begin with, and I damn well not looking forward to what they have to fucking do to remove it and put it back in again. I don't know about you guys, but I do not like the effects of fentanyl. I I'm not impressed. I don't know how to put it. People are, oh, I don't see why these jerk offs do that shit in Pennsylvania. I'm thinking it can't be exactly the same. There must be something because, dude, why in fuck's name would you want to be on this shit? This stuff is just what the fuck, man. I don't like it. It's creepy. It's just fucking creepy. Is what that's the best way for me to explain. Fentanyl is creepy. Even medical fentanyl. I don't care. Sure, it's medical. It's not street. I don't care. Apparently, it does something similar and wipes you out where you can't move or shit. I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyway, so that's coming up on Monday, man. What they're gonna do again? Oh, and she's you don't go to sleep either, and they bring you in, okay, and they bring you into a room, right? And it's just the most fucked up shit. They they surround you with the different I don't know, like sheets. I don't know how to explain it. Block off your different areas because they're exposing your heart, and they got to, or and for some odd reason, whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I was trying to figure out why the fuck I had so much problems the first time. I think it was I don't know, I can't lay down on my back for starters, which the procedure is damn near an hour. Which I'm not saying I want them to rush. Screw, man. I'm just saying. So no, I have absolutely no idea. I don't want him to go fast and make a fucking mistake, but I guess really honestly, the thing that bothers me the most is that they should just do the fucking stress test and put it in the arm rather than fix the one in my heart and then make me come back and have to remove it yet a second time. You know what I'm saying? I think if one time is good enough. Having something pulled out and removed from your heart, I think that's once is enough. We'll find out. Okay, so now here comes the last, 7 minutes before 6 o'clock in the morning, which I don't know if I'll stay on much longer after that. I just wanted to see what the traffic was like and if there's any. Well, for me, that doesn't necessarily mean there's not traffic. It's see if anyone pops in because I'm figuring they would just pop in and just to say hi, and which I normally that would I would see who's up. But so most likely I'll be doing the show from 7 to 8, maybe a mid morning. You know what I mean? But I have to do it before 9. I have to get it. I have to because I can only go on for like an hour or so before I have to start getting ready for dialysis. So I got to keep the time. But like I said, those are some of the things I'm trying to work out. I was hoping to see my better half, but I guess he didn't show up. And we're still not early enough, I guess, for my other people to get on. But this is, like I said, it's now almost 6 o'clock in the morning. We'll see if there's any traffic. Oop, there we go. We got a few people coming in, so this is what I'm trying to find out. Because if I do a morning show, it's not going to be at 4. I can tell you right now, there's not too many people at 4 or 5 in the morning, at least. That I know that are coming to just sit around and talk or do whatever. Um, I figure that the type of show I want to do in the mornings, the coffee would be just little updates and shit like this on different things. But I'm gonna be doing my grow. I'm gonna be doing the stand up, and then like I said, when I originally started, it was about I supported the 1A. I don't really know what I'll be doing now, to be honest. I mean, because we have the beef for vets, I really I support auditors. I don't really air their stuff. I don't know any way of helping them, um, but that's the way that goes. So as the 6 o'clock hour rolls around, I figure I'd call it the Bud's Coffee with Bud. Like, but I had that show before. You know, then we need to do some things in the morning because right now I need to work at getting up in the more, getting out in the sun more, doing my garden. That's what the garden's been about. It's part of my therapy. You know, like I said, it's been a long road. I still got some to go, but hell, if I can do it, anyone can do it, and that's why, like I said, I want to get out as soon as possible. And I know it's more than overdue going out. So, I mean, I don't know how many. I don't know where most of the people I know come from. But see, like they're coming out of New York or something, and then that would mean that it's 7 a.m. in the or 9, 10, the 3 hours ahead, right? What the hell's going on? Hold on, I gotta check something real quick, guys. Okay, we're still here. Yay! Like I said, just hang with me when it's I disappear all of a sudden. That's just because of the weather. We are getting really bad weather where I am. Like I said, this is I don't have the greatest internet in the world, and the wire that connects me is streamed across the backyard, and we notice it when it gets real weather gets real fucked up or shit. It affects the signal, and I end up dropping. I have to come back up. So there really is, like I said. So that's what's like I said, I'm still um so that's what I'm hoping though, guys. Really, that they'll let me just take the stress test on the heart and put the new fistula in my arm rather than put it in my neck, so that I have to come back and retake that again. That way, be one stone out of the way. It's a lot safer, and then you don't have to worry about it. The one in your arm is not does not break apart as easy as the one that's in your neck, because your neck's not supposed to be there. It's not a permanent fixture. Which is the other thing. Once they put the one in my arm, and let's say I get a transplant, then they're going to have to remove that as well. I mean, that's going to be a bitch to remove that one. That's not going to be anything fun. I can tell you that right now. They're removing a fistula from your arm after you get a transplant is because they map that fucking bitch out. Here's what it is. Hold on, I am going to drop the link into the chat room in case anyone would like to come up. Like I said, this is I'm just now it's 6 in the morning. Well, might as well be 6 in the morning, but there you go. That is the link to come up to StreamYard. And if you'd like to come up, you can. If there's someone out there that wants to come up, I don't know if you're just listening or you just need something to hear in the car on the way down there. Some idiot fucking talking a my name voice will keep you awake from falling fucking asleep. That's me. You already know what I'm fucking saying. It's just an annoying twinge to keep you awake. But right now it is raining like a mother outside, so I'm hoping my signal will stay. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing the rest of this weekend. Except I have to. I'm working on a diet plan, man, because Reno diets are just, in other words, no food. Um, Everything either has phosphorus or potassium, and it just those are two things the kidney does not like. Well, failed kidney anyway. Yeah. You know, so it's gonna become like a special. I can have like my favorite meals only on certain times, special, and be very careful. And I'll probably, even after I get my health back, or when they get it under complete control, I don't think I'll ever have a milkshake ever again, along with a burger. That would kill me right away. I mean, if you had French fries and a milkshake, that would wipe me out. Hey, how's it going? Canagroya? I guess that's it. Let's try to get it close. Um, I am looking at the mornings to see who's up at this time of the morning. If I even reach those people, I was surprised when I saw my thing up there on the notification because, like I said, that's the other reason I need to start coming on and putting time. But I don't have unlimited hours either, so that's the other thing. I think I can all my lives be. I forget how much time you get. I'll probably use up all my lives. Anyway, right. So I came on like now to find out when is a good time to go because if I'm gonna do a show and I'm don't have the funds right now to make it unlimited, I have to find the best time to come out. More productive, so to speak. Make sure I can get as many people as I can. Right. So like I said, I'm right now. It's like because they couldn't do the treatment on me yesterday. Of course, I'm going to be sickly throughout the whole weekend. That itself bothers me. Because I'm like, well, gee, what if I get too sick? Then well, so I probably have to do a mini fasting. I can't eat or drink really anything throughout the weekend until I can get to the doctor's office and have the device fixed. So they can do a they can do my dialysis. Yeah. I do notice one thing about dialysis. Every time I go there, I get cold because of all the removing of your blood, and then exhausted like a sponge. That's why people walk slow when they get out of those places. You're just like wiped out. Even with the vitamin packs they charge $2,200 for. No, that shit. Yeah, it's impressive. It's $2,200 for vitamin packs that have to be put into you after they remove all your blood and shit. It's I'm just curious as to know, because they did try to promote doing it from home, right? But the equipment alone, um, which I laugh because she's like, "Well, you're not going to have the machine's not going to be as big. It's only going to be this size because you don't need all this other things." And I'm like, "Yeah, but that's not what takes up all the room. What takes up all the room is the fucking supplies that you need to hook up all the tubing and shit, which is massive. It's massive, dude. The waste of that stuff is just unbelievable. It's just literally, and before they used this plastic, it used to be glass, and they would have to remove the unit. Then they would be cleaned and brought back, and they would just hook up another unit. They'd all have to be cleaned. All of it would have to be hand cleaned. These they just throw them away and bring out new. That's why plastic is like shit. My God, just a massive amount. Gloves that these people use. Holy shit, I understand that too. I do, but it's like holy shit. There's got to be some way to gather that stuff up and do something with it other than dump it into the garbage bins. It's just impressive the amount of waste. Anyway, it would literally take two or the amount of stuff you need because the one they give you like I think 2 months, a month's worth, 1 to 2 months, maybe even more. I don't remember what she said because in case they can't get back out to you because you need one set for each time you do it. And there is just so much stuff. So you get these piles and piles of boxes of stuff that you need to put somewheres. Well, I mean, come on, dude. Where would I put that? If you're That's the point. Doing it at home is if you have a big house or something and you have someone there to help, sure. But when you're by yourself, I wouldn't want to do that shit. So I've decided to go ahead and get it in my arm and go in, and then I'll just do reading and shit like that when I'm in and fucking ever. Oh shit, I'm cold. Love the rain, hate the cold. Well, so we are here. Yay! Now it's 10:01, so I'm thinking I'll be ending this shortly. I got the information I needed really. See if there was anyone coming in at 6. You don't just expect these people to jump in, jump out. That's fine. That works for me. At least I can see if there's anyone getting the notification that I'm live. Because like I said, I've got limited time, so I don't want to waste doing lives at certain times of the night when nobody's going to show up. Or now, mind you, I understand there that as you do it more, you'll get more people. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm trying to find a time that I can do it. This both works out for my roommate being at work. I'm not bothering him. He doesn't have to worry about playing his music or anything because you can hear it. Because those copyright issues. If someone's playing music in the background, they'll get you. Which brings up the funniest story I had about a copy strike that I got. Well, it wasn't a copy strike; it was a warning. We didn't get any strikes, but what had happened was we had someone get up on our panel and there was a radio playing, and this is where they described where it was. Down the hall in the last bedroom, the alarm clock came on. And faintly, and I do mean you have to listen to it. I had to look at the complaint, go to that place on the video, and play it several times before I finally heard what they were talking about. In the very far distance is a melody being played. Some commercial was on, and that melody was being played. And this guy was on our panel, and that program picked that up and hit us with that warning. Like, fuck. That's just wow, man. That's just like gee, can you be any more a bunch of dick wipes? So you just got to be careful. Then, whenever I go live, if somebody else is in the house has got their music going, I don't need that shit. I mean, that's just a pure stupid. It's just ridiculous, man. Copyright my ass. You know, it's called bad. It's not my fault. People play the music is supposed to stop my style of living because your song may show up on my feed. That should charge you. It's like serious. I'm doing a live show and you come walking by me with your radio playing and I can hear your song. You should pay me to put the song on my radio station. What the fuck you doing? You're invading me, you know. Yeah. So, oh, Bell. Hey, how you doing, my brother? Here's that. Good morning, Bell. Yep, yep. So basically, Bell, I wanted to see because I don't have unending time. I started at 4 to see how many people would come in and just to see if anyone answered the live. Anyway, I've had a steady 2 people in my room. You know, because I'm stressed out, Bill. Because this whole thing not working, and they're gonna. And of course, I'm sick. I don't feel good because they couldn't do the treatment. Usually, they'll knock me down to my goal or a little bit below my goal, and by the time I get back in, I'm a 1 or 2 over. If I depending on how much I ate. Well, I was 0.75 over when I went in, and they were only able to move a little less than the point 0.7. So I'm still leaving there 2 liters over. So any other thing that I do now adds to that, adds to me feeling like shit. And it's a pain in the ass. But at least it's raining. It's raining really hard here. So I managed to have to come back 4 or 5 times as my signal was cut off. Which is sucky, dude, because the fact that it rains means I was gonna go out. I go out in the mornings, like I was saying. I go sit outside. I just sit. There's nothing really to do, but I go out and sit. It's nice. I'm out in the sun and contemplating where I'm going to grow the garden. You know, so I'm finding you find a time to do a morning show, Bill, and then or an evening. I just wanted to see what time would be good. I'm still thinking of doing the 6 a.m. one. You know, 4 is just there's not a whole lot of people out at 4, not least over the weekend. And I wanted to come on anyway and just babble, so I could just practice babbling. I'm the foot thing is bothering me a little bit. I still need to work out the X-ray for that. They called me today from the I don't know, it was fucking Nancy from HealthNet or something, wondering about the X-ray on my foot because my doctor wants to evaluate it. I'm like, yeah, I know, but your so-called appointment walk-ins aren't so good. Right? It's very hard to get an appointment right now for some ass fucking reason. I don't know why. It's a mind-blowing shit. What is this? Some special time of the year that every fucking world is coming from a gym? And oh my god, the eye candy. The place I have to go to get my X-rays is Jesus, man. All you see is these girls coming in and spandex pants and shit because right from the gym across the street, they're all doing X-rays. I'm like, nice. All I want to do is come in and get the foot X-ray, man. Now they're talking about sending me to a foot specialist. Oh, please no. No, I here's here's my theory on the foot specialist. If it keeps going like this, fuck your foot specialist. He's called Hacksaw. Serious to God, man. I lost everything for this foot. Enough. I don't want to die for the hell of it. Hell with the fucking foot. I mean, literally, I can go with a prosthetic foot. I've talked to Angel. That boy is doing good. I don't see him crying a river every day. Fuck it, I'll do it. No, I could. I don't know about you, but I have some blueberry acai. Helps deal with the anxiety of dealing with this stupid. So, but at least it doesn't look like it grafted to my heart. That's a good thing, right? I mean, I was thinking to myself, well, it could get worse. It could literally have grafted to the fucking heart. And then that's complete open heart surgery. Yeah, baby. Nothing spells fun like having your heart operated on. Which my sister reminds me that, well, they wouldn't do anything with you. You're heartless. Yes, I'm heartless. But like I said, I don't even know how I feel about that. Pulling something out of my heart. It's like I don't try not to think about it when they were putting it in. It's just something creepy to me to have something hanging out my chest. It's like the Borg. You connect to a machine like a battery. You know what I'm saying, man? Like plug into the wall. Literally, I can plug into the wall. If I were doing the one at home, it plugs into the wall. So figuratively, I would then realistically, I'd be plugging myself in. Shit. See, I couldn't do the one at home because I would get lazy. I swear to God, I know you didn't. No, I wouldn't remember to do it. That's how stupid I am. I'd be like, well, I don't really need to do it right now. I'll watch this show and then I'll come back and do it. Fuck it. Fall asleep, wake up 7, 8 hours later, become sick. Right? You get more and more sick, so you sleep more. Eventually, you die. So no, I decided, fuck it, I'll just go in and then my rides don't get me there. That's just fucking goddamn insane. So I'm thinking of this one or two time limits. Either I want to do a show in the evening, which I'm gonna do anyway with my brother KY. Um, but I wanted to do a coffee show in the morning. I don't know if there's that because I haven't. I used to. I don't. I didn't do them as much because there used to be a couple of the guys that would have a morning shows every morning, and then I kept getting sick. And when they moved me into the some of these advanced nursing homes, I didn't have really any private space, that I could hold a show on without them complaining, because once you're in one of those homes, dude, there's nothing really you can do. You can't talk loud. You can't really talk about subjects, and it's just you're not really by yourself or at home. You're in a facility. You're a prisoner, basically. So I prefer to be home. I can do my own thing when I'm at home. You see 9 different people in the morning. Is that what the 9 is? I take it that what you mean by a C9. So I mean, you could have been saying you see nine different people, or you think 9 a.m. is a better time because 9 a.m. is really cool. It's not early, but it's too late for me to do a show on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. Because if I do the show in the mornings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, those are probably going to be a 1 hour, hour and a half show because of the fact that I have dialysis those days. But if I'm right about what I was talking about, I gotta find a means of transportation. Somebody offered to try to get me one of those little scooter things. Well, if I could get one of those little that scooter thing from them, I could drive that thing from here to where I need to go, the 2 blocks down the road. Of course, I'll most likely die doing it because it's dangerous as hell on this road, but you never know. um, wow, that's like I said, this is good because 6 is what I'm thinking to do the coffee show, and I could go an hour and a half and then start doing little update shows or things like that, little tidbits and stuff like. Um, and then of course, the plants. Um, you're gonna get to come. I'm like I said, that's gonna be a big part of my therapy is doing the gardening because I really do like gardening, and it's also, the other thing is I'm going out to get sun, so I go out and I sit out. It's beautiful out here. They've got this really nice pool, you know, just sit out there in the sun, read, just relax. Of course, I wish I could do that. It's similar to dialysis, that would be really nice if I could. I thought about doing the one at home and basically doing something like that, but you can't, so it's out of the question. You have to, yeah, have to go in. Shit. Yes, yes, yeah, the gardening. Well, the other thing that, like I was saying earlier, is that they make this garden, and then a couple of the vegetables that I pick, I'll be putting into little care packs to take with me when I go feed the homeless because I'm going to be doing them in smaller numbers. I don't have the energy to go out and pass out 30 sandwiches or even 20. You're looking at I'm going to be doing mini shows and interviews and stuff like that until I get more back on my feet. The goal is just to get out there. It's been a lot harder than I originally thought, but not impossible. I mean, it's I keep trying to force myself to go to do things a little bit before I'm supposed to. It's but you can see it from the perspective of I've been laying in this bed for 4 years. I'm wasn't I didn't want to die that way. That's just it's not me. It's not I that's so I had to go and do shit to get out of this, and that's part of it. Part of my therapy, my recovery, as I call it, is going out to feed the homeless. That is my recovery. That's what I want to do. That's all I talk about because it's just this goal that right now is just not. It's right there. It's right in front of me. Just it's not reachable because of my fucking legs, and it gets frustrating. It gets really frustrating when you can't walk. It is the most fucked up shit in the world. About going from walking and getting around and being independent to not being able to walk is fucking brutal. At best, is brutal. I don't wish it on anyone, but at the same time, I can't. I just can't do it. I just can't sit. I just can't do it. I don't know. It's almost like you get claustrophobia. I can't stay locked in a small room. I need to get out and talk to people. This is why I want to do my show. I need to talk to people. I need to do a morning show. I need to talk to people. I need to say hi to people. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fly. I don't care. I just don't. I'm I'm way too stressed right now. I need to find a way to channel this energy because you know It's not my. It's a lot of. I need to calm the stress part because of the anxieties it is causing, and how hard it is on my heart, which is not doing well right now. It took a beating, man. I don't know what to say. This shit really beat the fucking shit out of me. It destroyed my. I mean, I went from being just healthy, to a degree. I mean, I wasn't a poster boy, but I wasn't sure it's not sick. Step in some contaminated water and get fucked. This is the way that shit works. Makes me want to fight even harder for the homeless. So the people walking around this place talking about how they don't. That's not my problem. That's not my responsibility. It's not my problem. Yeah, it is. It's society's problem. Now it comes to your head. Look at me. It's not my problem, but I'm sick because of it. I wouldn't have got this way if I wasn't helping them. That was helping them. Can you imagine living with them? I don't see how we can is this fucking humans can do this. I mean, I don't. That's why I don't want to eat bad for anybody. Nobody. Not a single person. I'm saying we can't take any more people in this country because we need to take care of the people that are here. 2 million of them in LA. We really can't seriously just keep letting them live in that condition. And it's look at ourselves in the mirror. It's disgusting. It's hard. It's hard to be a to know you're in a society that allows that. I mean, the depravity of another human being. I don't care if you like him or not. He's still a fucking human being, and we don't give a shit. We don't care. We 2 million, 2 million, 2 million of them. Who, these poor people are. Now, some of us, I get this also from people. Some of them don't want to. Yeah, okay, there are some of them. You're absolutely right. There are some. You're absolutely right. There are some that don't want to live. But I'm sorry. There's some of us that don't give a fuck about the some that want to live out on the street. Where you're just gonna have to suffer. Because see, if you're wanting to not live in a house threatens the lives of those who don't. With the diseases and stuff, you need to live in a house. I'm sorry. The rights of those few should not trump the rights of everyone else. So if that's your excuse to get rid of it, move everyone into a house. And if you have to force one or two of them to go in a house, then so be it. But we need to stop allowing. We cannot allow people to hurt them. This is actually paramount to suicide. Being homeless. I mean, why would someone want that? I don't, I don't get it. But the more people I talk to, I get great responses from a lot of healthcare providers about helping the homeless. But then I get a lot of fucked up remarks from the clients and stuff. A lot of people find the homeless disgusting and drug filled. They don't want them near their houses. And yeah, okay, I agree. They break in and they do shit. Yeah, that's wow, that's fucked up. And yes, I'm not saying that ain't fucked up. But what is fucked up is the fact that if we were to supply them with simple housing, which we could do. It's not this bullshit. Well, we can't afford it or something. That's not true. It's cheaper to build many houses like Brad Pitt had found out in thousands and give these people homes than it is to rent stadiums and stuff out, hotel rooms and stuff out, pay for the census. This is why you don't want it solved. You don't want the homeless done in LA because you get a census report, and that census report allows you to get more voting power on people that cannot represent themselves. Why do you think they want the jails here? All those people in jail, all those votes go to the governor. These games just never stop. It's not about us. It never has been about us. We have to be about us. We. We have to just go, okay, enough is enough. That's what we, not them, we. That's the way it was supposed to be to begin with. This country was not built from the government down, it was built from us to them. We tell them what to do, and they do it. That's what this country is about. There are homeless people out there, people. Do we have not any pride whatsoever fucking ever? Are we that full of shit? Support your troops. I laugh at people that say that shit. I just look at them and you're so full of shit it rolls out your nose. You know, support your troops while you walk by a homeless vet. You're an idiot. You're a fucking oxymoron. You are so. It's just it's pathetic at best. You that's what you stop with your bullshit. You want to look good to your friends. You stickers on cars, support your troop, and then walk around a homeless vet. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, there it is. See, the way I look at it is this way: Congress, anyone in Congress or Senate, they have lifetime health benefits. All right. Then veterans who served in an active war should have lifetime housing. If you want to have your right to vote, you want to have your right to fuck your secretary while your wife is sleeping in a hospital, then you should honor those who went to war for you, United States vets. No, instead, what you do is you house people that aren't even a. The, this is ridiculous. I don't want to people, but that's just what it is. You know, we've got to start doing stuff, and that's what it is. But anyway, enough of that. I'm like I said, just trying to figure out a good time to do the show. Um, like I said to Bill, I was surprised I had 9 likes. I started 4. There's usually nobody in 4. Oh, I don't know if anyone's really in here, Bill. Serious to God, there's the numbers on mine don't show at all. But I haven't seen one person comment since you. I thought maybe you was. I'm just babbling, but if there is someone, I don't. They've never said any hello or anything. They were just listening, lurkers, whatever. You know, I just want to get an idea what it's like. Topic and stuff when I want to talk. I needed to just talk anyway. Whether somebody's listening or not doesn't matter. I am so stressed about this bullshit. And it is that spend all day trying to get the. Yeah, but see, like I said, I don't know if those numbers are right or not. There could have been 4. At one point, there was 5. Then there was 2. Then there was 1. Then there was nobody, and I know you were here. I'm like, okay. So I don't know. Maybe there are 2 people. Maybe it's you and somebody else. Works for me. I don't care. Like I said, I'm just out here to find people. Maybe a time to come on and talk. It's like a morning chat. And I want to do my reaction videos. I really want to do the gardening and my own versions of reaction videos. I get with you on that. What do you think, Bill? Because I need some video editing, but I wanted to do some segments on here, and I'm leery about doing them until I'm used to talking. Because if I do them wrong, they'll come off wrong, and I don't know. Yeah, YouTube is that you got to be careful about whatever you do, no matter what you say. All right, 11 likes, yay! That means 11 people were in here, Bill. Oh, I know you are, brother. Yeah, I know. You always got my back, Bill. So does KY. But like I said, I got on here at 4:01. I knew he was going to be probably sleeping, so he'd come on here. If I did something stupid, he wouldn't be involved with it. I wanted to make sure, because I was originally going to do something really. I was going to do a segment I wanted to add to a show, but I didn't want to do it on mine, so fuck it. I did not do it. Oh god, I don't feel good. It's this. I don't even know if this is my anxiety. If I really don't feel good because they couldn't do the treatment, I shouldn't be feeling this way until at least after today, second day of not having dialysis. But it is what it is. Along with the rain, yeah. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be. I forgot to check. Fuck, I didn't even know it was raining until my roommate came out and says it's raining. It's raining. Yeah. Because he knows I love rain. Oh, Christ. I mean, it's freezing my ass off. Hold on, I gotta reach over and turn the heater on. So that's it. Procedure should be Monday. I call it 8 a.m. to find out exactly when. Couldn't do it over the weekend because it was life threatening. The doctor won't be in until Monday, so. Although I love their little comment, well, but if you start to feel bad, call 911 and have them take you in and tell them that your fistule is not working, that you're in diabetic distress, or not diabetic. I'm sorry, renal, whatever the fuck. There's nothing they can do. That's just the problem. They're just going to do the same shit they should do anyway. I mean, that would make it an emergency. So then the doctor has to come in and do it anyway. That was what they were hoping I would do, to tell them I wasn't feeling well, so to force them to do the operation early. You know, do it in the emergency room over the weekend rather than wait till Monday, because they won't do it unless it's an emergency and me coming in telling them I'm sick because I'm not getting treatment is an emergency. Toxins, they don't let you, they can't let the toxins stay inside you if you start getting sick. Anyway, wonderful, isn't it? Wonderful. Which tells you people, dude, I'm fucked if I can't get to my dialysis center. I mean, seriously. Which is why my sister thinks I should do the shit at home. I don't know. Can't do both. You got to make up your mind because you can't do both. See, the at home one is 5 days a week, um, 2 hours a day, because it falls below the halfway mark of the danger, because the human body can only give out so much water, and then the way it works is at a dialysis center they can go all the way to your means. They can push it, what they call pushing. Um, whereas in a hospital they don't have to. I'm getting ready to go on Rumble though, but My God, my back hurts from bending over or hunched over because of the foot. Sorry, guys. That throws my train of thought. Oh, I can't. I don't remember what the fuck I was just talking about because of the pain. Second. Mm. Oh, oh my God. Oh, sorry, guys. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, I'm back. Yeah, not quite since I'm. So, but even if so, guys, if I were to if worst case scenario, I lose the foot, I'm not. I'm still going forward with it. Get it forward. Never mind. One foot in front of the other. I know. Bad. I'll be playing foot T. Get it? Footy. Oh, I remember the last time they did it. It wasn't pleasant, but they God, I can't remember how they get to your heart though from the. I don't care. Think about it. It was about 8 months ago they did the one. They had to do the emergency one or whatever it was. God, I'm longer than that, hasn't it? Shit. So it is still fucking raining. This is great. Of course, now I did not get outside fast enough to cover the wheelchair up, but oh well. I just have to. I don't mind cleaning the shit anyway. It's just a lot easier if it's not butt ass sopping wet. So what everyone else is doing this weekend, man. They invited me to go to a couple different people invited us out this weekend. Just can't go. I'm not quite even sure if I could do this, but one of them called up and wanted us to go to their house, and they had ham, glazed ham. They made a ham. I guess for the holiday weekend. Is this a holiday weekend? I guess you'd call it or Sunday. But so getting ready for Easter maybe. I don't know. Fuck how I don't know how soon people celebrate everything. But she's all like, "We're having a glazed ham. We'll come over and have some with us with a bunch of homemade potatoes and all that shit." I can't eat all that fucking nonsense. I could. I mean, I could go over there and graze on that shit I used to. I literally just eat. No, it's not gonna. I don't want to eat your food. I want to graze. It's just a fucking girl. She makes some of the best shit. Her homemade mashed potatoes with homemade gravy that she makes from was it she was making chicken fajitas or something. She does those. All that shit I have to be careful about eating now. Easter, yeah, fuck Easter. Oh, see, I messed up. I messed up. I ate. All right. Well, here's my thing. Here's my thing. Okay. Now, forgive me. My roommate went out and got food for us. Made food for us tonight. I wasn't feeling well, and I ate it. Halfway through it, I realized, oh shit, there's fucking meat in this thing. It was a lasagna from Marie Calendar, and it had meat in it. So she on Good Friday, right? Okay, so here it is. Don't eat meat on Good Friday. And I'm like, why? Why? What? That's a canon. That's a Catholic canon. Why? Why would I want to not eat meat today? Well, because it showed respect for the Catholic Church. You mean the church that hid pedophiles to protect its priests so it wouldn't get sued? You mean that church? Yeah, okay. See, as soon as God comes back to that church, when you admit, because right now, well, I can't go into that. Anyway, I'm Catholic, by the way. Dire Catholic. I love being a Catholic, except I don't. The church is just this is disappointing at best. There's a good word, right? That's not being mean. Disappointing. Is that fair? Yeah. But then again, nobody's perfect, right? Except for Jesus. So I'm just saying. Yeah, I know. My mother was a Catholic. My entire family's Catholics. There's just a lot of priests, and that's what they were hoping I would become. Oh, yeah, let me the priest. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. But see, that's the difference, man. I have no hangups on anyone's religion. Seriously, I hate them equally. I don't care where you come from. I just don't. Religion just doesn't do it for me. I just don't get it. I mean, I believe in what Catholics believe in. I just don't believe in the church. I mean, you can't expect me to believe your shit. Is scandalous at best, but whatever. What a shitty day. I hope today wasn't some poor kid going out and looking for Easter eggs in this monsoon of weather. Unbelievable. Wonder what base that was. Seriously, Bill, I have no idea what base that was. That the same one that I can't imagine. Seeing as it's still secret. Which, by the way, my friend over there showed me the photos of what's going on where we were. It rained like a bitch out there too. Apparently, it flooded the shit out of everything. You know what really sucks is when you know you can't eat or drink and you're thirsty and hungry. It makes you thirsty and fucking hungry. It really does. The more you don't want it, the more you want it. Well, I can't possibly fucking eat anything, but Jesus Christ, I'm hungry. Really, Bill? Oh my God. Holy shit. Wait, no, dude. Come on now. That's no, no. That's a submarine base, you idiot. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah. That's a submarine base, you idiot. I remember getting a map. I remember getting a fucking map, dude, and looking at it and going, okay. This is where you think a submarine goes, and I'm like trying to figure, Jesus Christ, what kind of fucking drugs are they on? Oh my god, dude, I don't know. That's why these are the same people that believe there is an Easter bunny. They're just out there looking for the eggs he dropped. Oh man, man, not that we're bringing up anything whatsoever. Just hypothetically, if I was referring to a private conversation that somebody was having about a secret base, that wouldn't have been located in Alice Springs, wink, wink, Alice Springs, wink, wink, Alice Springs. I would never say something like that. But so if you were to look at a map and you were to go, well, I would need, and literally, you hold the map in your hand in one hand, and an entire vial of crack in the other, and you just literally take a huge honking fucking hit of crack cocaine, and you look over at the map and go, "It's a submarine base." it's a, it's a submarine base. Oh man, I thought I would shit myself. That was so funny. I was like, "You really can't be serious, right? I mean, you you fucking drunk." God damn. It's just it's amazing. I but that's some funny shit because you just look at the map and you're like, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. The only reason I can laugh like this, people, is they believed it. They fucking believed it. They really, truly did. They really fucking truly did. I'm not kidding. They actually thought it was a submarine base, and I was like, you know, how fucking. I thought they were kidding. God damn, dude. Because I thought they were joking. Because I said, looked at him and go, you're on crack, right? He's like, I'm being serious. I was like, damn near said so am I, but God, man, dude, no, there's no fucking submarine base here, you idiot. What the fuck? How exactly do you think that works? Sure. In order to be a submarine base, Einstein, you need to have water. Oh my god, it's the mental gymnastics it takes to actually to handle that nonsense. Please store. Oh, and besides, dude, I somebody once said, well, how about if it's some kind of big water passageway underneath? Did he laugh even harder because what? So that the island floats away, or you really think there's a? I mean, come on, think about that. You're talking about a split to the entire island filled with water. Oh, that never appears anywhere else but in Alice. How strange. just, just, just happened to appear. But then again, it could be. There's a rock out there. Have you guys seen Ayers Rock? Oh God, Jesus Christ! It's a fucking rock. And here's what I laughed. Also, here's the other thing. These idiots. No, okay, no, don't say that, Kevin. Don't be mean. They decided they wanted to charge a buttload of money to go eat. Look at Ayers Rock, which is not Ayers Rock. There's another name. But then the indigenous people said, not only can you just look at it, but you're not allowed to walk on it. You're destroying the rock. Constant walking on it is destroying the rock. I don't know if you people have seen this rock. It is this big, huge, honking rock. It's just amazingly big in the middle of nowhere. Around no other rocks like that. Just this one big, huge fucking rock. And you could take dynamite and blow that fucking thing to shit every day for years and not get 1 inch out of it. So eventually the morons realized that was the stupidest shit because nobody went back out there. Nobody wants to go out and pay money just to look at it. You can look at it on a camera. So they reopened it, but my God, it's just one huge big ass rock. Well, maybe that rock hit the earth and caused a fissure underneath the ground to open up, and it flew through Australia. Maybe use it as a fucking submarine channel. Oh God, have mercy on me. That was some funny shit. I worked at that secret base. And it is a base too, by the way. It is a base. It's a military base. But it's not a submarine base. Man, I remember when I was there, they had the best commissary, they had the best foodery, and they had all the American games, the slot machines and stuff. That was not slot machines, but the Pac-Man and stuff, those type of games, arcade games. There, sorry, I forgot the name. Well, guys, been on for 3 hours. I think I got a good idea when I want to do the show. 6 seems to be a lot better. I can have hopefully some other of my family members come in the room with as well later. But I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate you staying, Bill. And I will catch you guys on the next live. Alrighty, until then, bud out.